Awesome. Thanks for being on, guys. So like I told them, we're going to start doing some Instagram basics, and then we'll work together if you guys want to work together. If you have questions, I have you all muted, but just either use the chat or unmute yourself, and feel free to just chime in at any time. I will put the recording for this up on my YouTube channel so that you guys can come back to it or share with your teams or anyone in the future. So I'm going to share my phone with you. All right, so this is the two tools I like to use with Instagram is followers, well, 3. Instagram, Pick Tap Go is what I use for my pictures. This is an iPhone only usage. If you are a Samsung user, you may just want to type in Pick Tap Go into your app search button, and it will come up with like similar type things, and I'll show you why I use this. And then followers, and this helps me unfollow people that are not following me back, and I'll explain why that's important as well. I'll show you. It's going to download the data. Followers is, I think, followers is free, but I paid the extra $1 to be able to unfollow people directly from the app, and I'll explain what that means later too. So right now I'm following 225 people that are not following me back. So that's like sending a friend request to somebody and they accept it and unfollow you type of a thing. So they're really not seeing your stuff. So it's not really fair for me to see their stuff and them not see mine, if that makes sense, or vice versa. Tells you who blocks you. It tells you pretty much everything you need to know. So let's just kind of go into Instagram itself. When you click into Instagram, it immediately takes you to your news feed. These buttons on the bottom are your different options on places to go. This one here, can you guys see my mouse moving? Yeah, okay, just making sure. Is your direct message. So that's like Messenger for Facebook, basically. And this is what's called Instagram Stories. This is where you can view people's stories. The person who's first is the person who you're following. They most recently updated their story. If you're familiar with Snapchat, it's very similar to Snapchat. These stories are only available for 24 hours. So I can view their stories. I can scroll and view their stories. Oops, sorry. And I can add a story of my own too. And I can say something like that. I took the picture, or you can hold down. So I'm going to cancel that. Hey guys, just teaching some friends how to use Instagram stories. It's their first time. Popping the cherries. So, can you have candy in there? Yeah. No. Now, this is the video, right? And I hit the check mark to upload the story. So why is this beneficial? Well, I could be wrapping myself, right? And I could be like, hey guys, look, I'm wrapping myself. I'm so excited. It's so tingly, or it's only available for 25 hours, so it gives a little personal touch to things. Or I can put like, hey, we have a buy one, get one free special. You have to go to this website, and I can hold up my website to check things out, or hold up my phone number. Text me if you want to be one of the people that take advantage of it, or things like that. So again, only available for 24 hours. And you can swipe this once you're done to add like filters to it. Do you see how it's changing? So that's just a couple different options. So then I hit the check mark to upload it. So last night, I wowed this girl. Now it also tells me who saw the things. So that's my story for the past 24 hours, right? Sid, you need to go play with Daddy for now, please, okay? Yeah. But this I'll get messages from people like, what? Oops, sorry, let me go back to that. Look at all these people that saw it. It shows me who saw it too, which I love. I love that.
I see you.
And this is in the followers app?
This is Instagram
This is just
itself.
regular Instagram?
Mhm.
Okay.
I saw you.
Okay. So that's something you guys can play with. This is your like direct message inbox. This is how you send a message, and you can either send a message or photo or video, but there's also additional ways you can send message, which I'll go into as well. The first way to send a message to someone is to click on their profile, or the next way I should say. Do you see these 3 dots here? You can click that and hit send message and type whatever you want. Blah, 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 blah. The next way is to do this. So this is my profile. Sorry, I did that kind of fast. Hold on, let me go back. All right, I click this little person button. It'll take me to my profile. It'll look like this. And I'll go, I want to message the people that liked this photo. I click on the photo. I look to see who liked it. And I might say, I'm going to send it to Dana because she's a distributor already, but I'm going to send it to her just as a practice. The first thing I usually do is make sure I haven't already sent them a message, obviously. But I'm going to look at her name, her handle name, which is Dana Mateus. Go back, and I'm going to hit this little arrow. And I'm going to go, hey, Dana. Ow. Stop, please. Just practicing something on our Instagram training. Oops. And then I'm going to hit, oops, dang it. Sorry, guys. I wanted to type in her name, not that search area is where you type in her name. So Dana, and you can select them. So I'm going to select her. Test. And then you hit send. And it's going to say sent to Dana. Now I can immediately click on that to see, but do you see how it sent the picture with the text?
Oh, cool.
So I love when people have liked that picture. I might send, instead of saying test, I would say, I would find out their name. Hey, Dana, I really appreciate the love you always give on my posts. It may or may not be for you, but would it be cool to send you some information about making some extra money from home like I do? And then they see the picture that they liked. And they can click on that picture and go back and read all of it. Because Instagram's about pictures. They're usually just liking a picture, but it gives you an opportunity to message somebody. I don't know, is it easier for you to see on the computer or on this?
Like when you're pressing buttons?
Yeah, on the computer.
On the computer.
Okay. All right, so this is always your back button here. But yeah, like you can message any of them, which I'll go into doing some of that a little bit later, but just to kind of familiarize you guys with the buttons. Back. Okay, so this is your profile, which when you're first clicking in, you go to this little guy, it takes you to your profile. And here's some important tips for your profile. I highly recommend, let's start from top to bottom. You have a clean, crisp picture of yourself, just a close-up right here as your profile. Followers to following. This means 3,883 people are following me, but I'm only following 3,752. You want this following number to be no more than 10% than this. So I have room to follow another like 400 or 500 people right now. Now, what does that mean, to follow people? Well, they're going to be in your news feed, your home, when you follow them. It's just like your Facebook news feed. But unlike Facebook, just because you're following someone does not mean that they're seeing your stuff. It's different with that. You can follow someone and they could not be following you back, which is where that followers app comes into play. I don't want to follow someone and them not follow me back eventually. Like we want to use this as a tool to build our network and bring more word out to the business, right? So when I first started this, I only had 100 followers. It's taken me, a couple of years to get up to 3,000, but only recently have I really been like busting butt getting followers. So first and foremost, you want to keep this about even. We'll go into tips on how to get this followers number up, how to get more people following you and whatnot. Edit profile button, that's pretty self-explanatory. In here, I recommend you have something inspirational, something fun, something uplifting. I don't really recommend saying like, "It works rap girl" in it, because there's so many people spamming nowadays and people are kind of sick of it. So have something uplifting, fun, inspiring, something about you. I like to put the curly hair problems because I'll search like the hashtag curly hair and look for people that have curly hair like I do to relate with and, make friends with. So I love wine. So I'll also search like wine lover and try to follow people that are also wine lovers because I can relate to them. I can have conversation with them. Someone had does the followers app only for Instagram? Yes. So the followers app is only for Instagram. They do have ones for Facebook that shows you who have unfollowed or blocked or deleted you as a friend. But I don't, with Facebook, if they're your friend, they generally tend to see your stuff. So I haven't dabbled in the Facebook one yet. So good question. All right. You guys can still see my screen, right? My phone screen? Okay. So in here, and then you can put a link. It just can't be an It Works link. So I made a basic free blog, and on that blog it says shop now. This is like super advanced. You guys don't have to do that now. You can put your link to your Facebook page. You can put facebook.com/Christina DeBiase. Whatever your Facebook link is, you have to find out where your link is or change your link as well so that they can click and add you on Facebook too if you want. That's what I used to have there. You just can't have like a .itworks.com link sort of a thing. The next most important thing is these first 9 to 12 pictures on Instagram. This is like your application to someone. When I hit follow, when you get a friend request, think of like, when you follow someone, think of it as a friend request. When you get a friend request from someone, what do? The first thing you do, you check their profile out, right? So that's what they're going to do. Oh, I froze. Hold on. I'm going to reshare it because my thing froze. So you need these pictures to be like your application, kind of. Work? Yeah. Okay. So this is why I use that other app called Pick Tap Go. I put the same filter on all of my pictures. So I am now branding myself with the same look, if that makes sense. You see how they all kind of look alike?
Yes.
Okay. So are you more likely to follow, let me just give you some examples. Are you going to follow this person where you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the first 12 of their pictures are It Works? Or are you going to be more likely to follow back this? Right?
Yeah.
Because it's more
definitely.
adventurous, it's more clean, it's more crisp. And guys, don't get me wrong, I have done what my profile used to look like the other one. So don't if your profile looks like that, don't be concerned. I used to be like that too. So what in every single one of these pictures, I'm talking about It Works. But like this one, you don't know I'm talking about It Works. This one, you don't know I'm talking about. This one doesn't look like an It Works picture. I'm talking about it every single one, but they aren't seeing that immediately, right? So I will still post before and after pictures on Instagram, but after I message the people that have liked it, I go back and I delete it. Or if I have, like right now, I have a lot of like It Works photos up, so I might go back and delete like this one. And all you do after I message all of those, which I'll give you examples of what I say, I just click these 3 dots here, and you can delete the photo. So if I have a before and after picture up and it's in those first 12 and it's been up and I've messaged everybody who's liked it, then I just delete the photo out just to keep it clean. So do you guys want to talk about, first, do you want to talk about building your followers and fan base, or do you want to talk about how to post? Like how to work Pick, Tap, Go? Sorry, let me unmute you guys. Maybe. Oh, manage. Unmute all.
Wow.
What would be more helpful to you guys if we talked about how to post to it, or to talk about how to find followers first? Or does it matter?
It doesn't matter, but I think I don't know about the app thing that you were talking about.
The Pick, Tap, Go. I'll go there first then, because it's pretty quick to explain that. And then
Is it the same as PicArt?
no, PicArt is like a collage, and Pick, Tap, Go makes your photos look super sharp. What, baby?
Can I have candy?
No. Can you ask Daddy to come get Sid, please?
No.
Please.
No.
Okay. All right, let me meet you guys back up. I'm going to show you Pick, Tap, Go. Let me show you some other buttons too before we get into that. Okay, so I love when I'm blitzing to get someone's phone number, or like, hey, like I do, like I'll go through a drive-through at Starbucks and people are like, oh, does that wrap thing work? Because they see my magnet. And I'm like, yeah, totally. Here's a coupon for one. Write your name and text number on the back of my receipt, and I'll enter you into our monthly drawing for free products. So then I save their number to my phone. And when I do that, you'll see this settings button up here in the corner, top right. I can now, oh, come on. Sorry, it froze again. I'm going to share it again. Okay. So it's the settings button in the top right. So you guys can play with your phone at the same time if you find that helpful. And then where it says find contacts here, I click that. And people that are saved in my phone, their Instagram will pop up on here. So Marissa Maddox, like she's on my dream team, okay? So when I go to follow someone, I click on their profile. I click these 3 lines here. I want to send love on like anywhere from like 3 to 9 of their photos, and comment on a few too. So when I click these 3 lines, it lines up their photos in order, and I just send like love. Double tap, I send them a heart. Double tap, double tap, double tap. And I might go, dang girl, you look amazing. Oops. You look amazing. Because when people comment on your stuff and like a lot of your stuff, what do? You look at their profile, right? So that's the object. We want people to do that.
So you saved her number or someone's number
She's a-
in your phone?
She's a contact of mine. Yeah.
Okay.
She's in my cell phone. And Instagram goes into your cell phone and is like, oh, they have Instagram on their phone too.
Okay.
It knows that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's with any phone, or is that just iPhone?
Yep. Any phone.
Or? Okay.
I don't know what. So I'm sending a bunch of love on this, right? And now I'm going to scroll back to the top. I'm going to follow her. I also like to follow 5 of their followers. So I'm going to click where it says followers here. And when I'm looking for people with first names in their profile and generally females. Josiah, well, what's a guy? So I'm going to keep scrolling. Although guys have been really good for our business lately too. Tabby. So I'm going to click on Tabby. No, I don't. She's got one. I'm not going to follow her because she's never on Instagram. Would you mind taking her, babe? I'm going to scroll. Casey. That's early. Thank you. So that's one. I'm going to keep scrolling. Jessica. She's only got one post ever. Here, look at this, guys. She's following a ton of people, but nobody's following her back. That means she has a message that nobody wants to see, that not a lot of people want to see. That's a good sign that someone's either spamming or never on Instagram. Dennis, sorry. Kate Mayani. Perfect. I hit follow. That's 2. So I'm going to go really fast with this. Becca. She doesn't follow anyone back. See this? So people are following her, but she's not following them back. So no thanks. That usually means they're think they're celebrity status or they are celebrity status. Mary. I might on her. So that's 3. Now I normally do this very fast, okay? I'm looking for their names. Gala. She doesn't ever post. C0 posts. Not going to follow her. Teresa. Total Fitness. She's a trainer. She's an advocate for health and fitness. But she's following a ton of people and no one's following her back. So chances are she's spamming people with her posts. Okay? That's all things you have to think about when you're posting and working Instagram.
What's the spamming?
Meaning every post is about buy this from me, buy this from me. Hey, I've got this to offer you. Hey, I've got, it's just every post is buy this, buy this, buy this, or whatever. Okay, so that's about 5. So I'm gonna go back to home. It's the settings.
And that was through the settings.
Yep. Find contacts. You can change any of your settings here, and you can also go private. Sometimes when I'm following people and I have a bunch of work stuff up, I'll go private so that they have to follow me to see my posts.
Yes, Mommy.
Love you too. Have a good night.
Bye, it was nice to meet you.
Oh, yes, fine. Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
That's okay. So you can turn on the private.
Yeah, so you can go private. Now, when someone tries to follow me, they can't see my pictures until I accept them back. I'm going to go public for now. I think linked accounts. Linked accounts. I only link it to my Facebook, and I don't have it. I have it sharing to my Family Body Rock page, which is my business page on Facebook. And what that means, let me post something now to Instagram. Someone followed me back. So as I post, this is the Pick Tap Go. And I'll show you guys something. This was before Pick Tap Go. And then I did the Pick Tap Go, and this was after. It makes the photos look much more crisp, right?
Yeah.
I love it. So for example, before Pick Tap Go, after Pick Tap Go. I love it. Like I think it looks it pops so much more. So this is just your marketing and your branding yourself. So when you're doing Pick Tap Go, you select the picture. Oh yeah, before, after. I don't know. It makes it all look the same and makes it pop. I don't ever do that with before and after pictures. I don't edit them and put whatever on. But let's say, trying to get a good one here. Let's get a cruise one. I'm gonna put a team one up. Sorry. I'm trying to find one I want to put up. Here we go. So you select the picture and then you just hit edit at the top here. Edit. I can now crop it with the little crop button here. I can do like 1:1, which is this one. I can zoom in and out like this and crop it. Then you hit apply. And then as you scroll down, it gives you different filters. So these are my favorite filters, lights on and crispity. This one here. So I put lights on first on all my photos. I scroll down again. I hit crispity again. And then I scroll down again and I hit crispity one more time. So there's your before.
Mom,
Yeah, babe.
I want YouTube.
Yeah. There's your before. Okay. There was your before. Here's your after. So then I hit go. Now you can just save it to your camera roll here if you want, but I use this thing called Instagram Float. Then I hit copy to Instagram. Now this was the It Works cruise, but if you were to just be scrolling through Instagram, you wouldn't know that. So I'm gonna hit next. If you don't have Pick Tap Go, you can use these filters here on Instagram, and you can also hit edit and play with brightness, dark, bright, dark. You can play with contrast. You can kind of make it look fun. You can even sharpen it so it's not so grainy. All kinds of things. You can play with any of that. I'm not going to do that, but I hit next, and I'm gonna say, take me back. Already missing. Whoa. Already missing. Boat life. We had such a good time. Hood. Had such a goodness time with the team on our company cruise. Who wants to cruise with us next year? And then I just hit okay.
Mom,
I can add the location if I want.
Mom, do you know where my iPad is?
In my room, I think.
Look down.
Okay, you're gonna have to wait then, or keep looking. Sorry. I can tag a location if I want. I can put Miami, Port of Miami. And if I choose, I can share it to Facebook here, or I cannot. So this one, since when I do click share, it goes to my business page, and this is about business, that's fine. If I do something silly, like yesterday I did a picture of Reese in the shopping cart with like 3 giant bottles of vodka next to her, like I'm not gonna put that on my business page. So but this one I'll put on there, and then I just click share at the top. Now again, I talked about my business in that, but it was very subtle. You know, and it's kind of like a lifestyle post. Like people are like, oh, on a cruise, she gets to go on a cruise with her business, like that sort of a thing. So that's kind of how we post and how I use Pick, Tap, Go. Don't be afraid to just play with the buttons on Instagram, guys, and just kind of see what they do, because worst case scenario, you can always go back here to your profile and delete. You click the picture, click the 3 dots, and hit delete. Now, I highly recommend not stealing pictures from Google, or if you are using a before and after picture from corporate or from someone, say you took a picture from corporate's albums of that was a before and after, put a new border around it, add it into Pick, Tap, Go, and just put the border. The reason why I put that float, do you guys see how there's a white banner around all my pictures? I really like that. I like how sharp it looks, as opposed to, you see how she doesn't have the white? This is just someone I'm following. So it's kind of like messy. It kind of like, you're like, which pic is which sort of a thing.
Yeah.
So I just like that white thing around it. So even my before and after pictures, like there was one. Like this one here that has the white thing around it. But in doing that, it creates a new picture and a new photo ID. Because if you're using the same photos that somebody else has already posted, both Instagram and Facebook is less likely to show your post to anyone. But because now I'm using a new photo, because I put a background around it,
Okay.
it gives it a new photo ID, and more people are likely to see it. So even on Facebook, if I'm posting a before and after, I put a new banner around it. So I have a new photo ID. Now on this one, for example, the next thing you have to worry about with both Instagram and Facebook is the words you use. If I would not have used these emojis and just said, this is my coffee, pre-workout, and metabolism booster all in one, who would like to test it for the next 3 months with my discount? If I didn't put any of the emojis, Instagram and Facebook would have flagged it and been like, she's trying to sell something. They have brilliant, brilliant hackers that work for them that create these ridiculous algorithms that take over 100,000 different things into effect, including the words you put together. So when I'm saying, who would like my discount for 3 months? They're like, okay, this girl's selling something. Don't show this post to very many people. But algorithms cannot read emojis. So that's why I break it up with emojis. It breaks it up and they're like, wait, what? Like, what's happening here? So that's why a lot of people use emojis. All right. I know this is getting complicated. Do we have any questions so far? Let me stop there before we talk about getting into followers, because this is like the bread and butter of what I do, aside from messaging people. Oh, let me unmute you guys. Manage participants. What? Who is not a terrorist? Who made that? Someone's name on this is not a terrorist. You need to speak up, whoever you are. No?
And we've gone through all day, it's absolutely no one's way. Far too early.
Okay. I'm muting. And you guys can unmute yourself. Okay, no questions. So let's talk about building your Instagram followers. Remember, following someone is like sending a friend request, okay? So you have to think about who do I want to follow? Who's in my target market? What am I going to be promoting? Who do I have like interests with? In following people, you're going to use this search button a lot. When you hit search, it's frozen again. Stop and share. There we go. Share screen, iPhone, share screen. Okay. Maybe. There we go. Okay. When I hit search down here, this is what pops up. And up here, okay. Christina or Alexis or both, tell me a really nice restaurant that you've either been dying to try, like a dream restaurant or a dream place to go near you. Like something that has like really good food and drinks, and you either have been there once and haven't been able to go back, or you want to go. Let me unmute you guys. Or you could type it in the chat too. Okay. All right, Christina and Alexis, I have you guys unmuted.
Yeah, it's did you say that loads broken that now? Okay, but we try.
Buca de Beppo.
Oh, Buca de Beppo?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good one. Let's start there. I'm going to mute you, Christina, and we'll go back to you so you have time to think. Okay, so I'm going to put Buca de Beppo. I think I'm spelling that right. I'm just going to put Miami. Okay. So immediately it takes you to the top when you're searching, but you can also scroll over to where it says places. And again, the screen froze. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, it's frozen. I'm going to reshare. Sorry, guys. I want you to be able in real time follow along with me. There we go. Okay, so normally it's going to pick up the nearest Buca de Beppos near you. So when you search, Alexis. So since we're just searching and it's near me, I'm going to just give you guys an example. You can now click on this. Now, so if it's an expensive restaurant, has really good food and really good drinks, and it's expensive, the people that go there probably have a discretionary income, right? So that's why I love looking for like wine bars and restaurants and places, because when you click on these, it shows the people that tagged that location in their pictures. So now these are like perfect in my target market. I love Italian food. I love carbs. I love wine. You know, you want to go there, and now you can relate to them. So you can click on each of these individual pictures.
Mom,
Yeah.
my iPad's not working.
Go plug it in or turn it on.
No.
Come bring it here.
It has an apple on it. Then
Oh, it's updating. Give it some time, okay?
okay.
Okay, so Jason, I don't know. I think this is probably a guy, which you could follow. I'm already following this person. Oh, no, I'm not. Cynthia is her name. So it's a girl. So again, I'm going to hit these 3 lines. I'm going to send some love. I need a bigger kitchen. She's saying, I need a bigger kitchen. I'm going to say, me too, girl. Looks yummy, though. I'm going to send love on that. Send love on that. Now she's going to get all these notifications. I'm just double tapping the picture, okay?
Mom.
And then I'm going to go back to the top. So she's going to have now a bunch of notifications that Family Body Rock liked, commented, followed. And she's going to go, who is this person? And she's going to look at my profile and decide to follow me back or not, okay? So you'll get really fast at this. And again, I like to go back to their followers and follow a few of theirs because people tend to be friends with people that they have like interests with. So follow. Now, did you see how this person just said requested? That means they have a private profile. That's what a private profile looks like. I have at least 5 people on my team that had private Instagram profiles that I requested to follow, and they accepted me. And now they're on my team. So don't let this deter you just because they're private. So Renee, I'm not going to follow her. So this person is with Unique already. And I don't really want to cross recruit from other companies. So I don't follow them. Follow. I'm just doing a few, okay? Now, here's a perfect example. Follow right here. Do you see this little ghost guy? This means she has a Snapchat also. So I'm going to follow her. And then also I'll look up her profile on Snapchat, which is a whole nother training. But Snapchat, you can post as much as you want to Snapchat. And you can post your link. You can post your adventure. And it's all in timely order. Whereas Instagram and Facebook, they use these crazy algorithms to decide if they're going to let your post be seen to people. Snapchat isn't like that. Everyone sees everything. So I love Snapchat. So I'm going to find her, Love Alyssa 13. So I'm going to click out of there real quick, go to Snapchat, and we'll do a different training on this. I'm going to click this little ghost guy at the top. I'm going to hit add friends. And I'm going to add her by username. Alyssa, and I already forgot what it was. Hold on. Oh, Love Alyssa 13. Love Alyssa 13. And I'm going to add her. So that's a good way to build another network of people. Because what if she doesn't follow me back on Instagram, but she does on Snapchat? Or what if she doesn't see my posts on Instagram because of the stupid algorithms, but she's seeing my stuff on Snapchat? So I love Snapchat. It's fun. All right, so I'm going to get out of there. All right, so that's one way to find followers. I'm going to keep hitting back. So we said Buca de Beppo. Another way, I told you guys that I like wine. I have my curly hair. Think of your interests. If you like to play a sport, if you like to play a certain video game, if you have a certain hobby, if you're a grandma, like my mom will search like granny, the word granny, and then the hashtags. Or grandma, and she'll select here, and these are people that used that hashtag in their post. So now my mom can relate to these people and go, oh my gosh, I love my grandkids, and follow them.
That was through the search button as well?
Yeah, the search button, you can search via people. So like, for example, there's a local restaurant here called EG's. And it's only a Tucson-based thing. So I can search EG's, go to people. Look, EG's has their own Instagram. Now I can go into their followers, and I know these are people in my hometown. And I can follow. Lily, follow. So you can look up LA Fitness. You can look up, trying to think of whatever businesses that are near you to see if they have their own Instagram, and go to people and follow their followers. So how about how about moms, people that just had babies, they really like the wraps, right? So think of a hospital near you. UMC, I'm gonna think of the one in Florida because that's the only one I can think of where I had my babies. Winnie Palmer. And I can go to places. It's a hospital for women. So you can Google hospital for women and babies. And look at, these are all people that just had babies. That's a perfect target market, right?
Wow.
So I can now click and congratulate them. I'm going to click on her profile and I'm going to love on her stuff. How cute. And then I'm going to follow her. And she doesn't have a lot of followers, so I'm not going to follow her people. So this girl, I can click on her. I can love on her stuff. And I can say, oh, I had my babies there too. It's a beautiful hospital and was an amazing experience. Right? Aw. So I'm just sending love, right? And then I'm gonna follow her and follow some of her followers. So it's the same process. You guys can just keep building like that. So what I want you to do, okay, one of her followers is an It Works person. Do you guys see? This is what I mean by spam. Okay? $23 Fat Fighters, hair, skin, and nails. Opportunity, hair, skin, and nails. Like the majority of her pictures are It Works stuff, right?
Yeah.
The problem sometimes is these people will see my profile and they'll look to see who's liking my stuff and message them as well. And it's called phishing. And it's illegal and it's unethical. So I tend to block sidelines.
Wait, say that again. They will.
Yeah, so she can see my account and she'll go into my account and go, oh, she posted about ThermoFit. Let me see who else liked it and let me message them.
Oh.
Isn't that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had people do it to me a lot.
Wow.
Yep. So
it's like they're trying to take your person,
Yep.
your lead or whatever.
yep, I'll get a message
Wow.
from someone and goes, someone from your company messaged me too.
Oh wow.
They said that they worked with you. And I'm like, no, they don't. It's shady. It sucks. But most people know, like, they're like, no, I've been working with, because you build a relationship with your people and they're bound to stick with you.
Can
You can have one. One. All right, we're going to take a quick break. But what I want you guys to do, for me, like teaching, because I hate babbling, sorry, I want you to follow 20 people right now. I want you to put something up fun and exciting on your Instagram for that first picture. And if you don't have PicTap Go, that's fine. Just use this camera button at the bottom and post whatever you want. You can put, that's not a good one, but, maybe you're going to post a holiday something. Make it look pretty by using these or hitting edit. So play with these things. I want you to add at least one filter and use at least one edit. So that's the first one, is post something. Let me know when everyone's done. And then we'll go to the following. And if you guys need help, just unmute or add in the chat. You good?
It has coconut in it. It tastes like it has coconut in it.
I think it's a macadamia nut. Oh, maybe it is coconut.
Can you see?
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe you like dark chocolate. Ugh.
Yum. Yum. Yum.
Or I'm training for the emergency. Yeah. And remember the girl I told you about that I met at the wax place? I did it too. Well, I'm at her house right now. I wonder if she's doing training. Well, I didn't know if you were sleeping or what. Why you haven't got one call from you? Well, if you
All right, how you guys doing? We got it up? Let me stop.
Mom.
Yeah, babe.
Mom.
I posted something. I don't know if that's exactly what you wanted us to do.
Yeah, just any post up, like a recent post, something either like inspirational or fun or funny or catchy. Okay.
Can I watch something?
Yeah, go check on your iPad, see if it's up now.
This there.
Okay, bring it over okay, so I can see. All right, so now the next thing I want you guys to do is to follow like 20 people. So use your search button and either look for a location, a hashtag, or however you guys want to do that. So if you have questions on that, let me know.
Mom.
I'm going to look for the hashtag C-section because I had C-sections. Yeah, okay, so it's almost ready. Be patient, please, okay? And I'm going to look for tags. And I'm going to click, oh, I'm not sharing this anymore. But you guys can look for a location, whatever you want. We don't all want the same followers, obviously, so. All right, so C-section, tags, and I might, Mrs. Gold. So this girl is in a place, looks like she's in Germany, and we're open in Germany, so. Oh, that's so cute. So as you're following, remember to send love on their stuff. So you send love by liking and commenting, then you follow. And then if you want, you can follow 3 to 5 of their followers. It's okay to be selective. Ew. I'm sorry. She's a surgical tech. They did an amputation. That's so gross. Now you still, every time I post something, I send love on like 5 to 10 people's posts that I'm currently following. Meaning at this home button, this is like my news feed. It's like my Facebook news feed. So every time I post, I'm gonna, I just posted, so I need to send some love. There's a trick to this. This is an advanced trick once you kind of get down what you're doing. It's called Instagress. And it automatically likes photos for me. It sounds I set up my parameters basically. This will be a different training, but it saves me time to like my followers' stuff.
Oh, wow.
So that I don't have to spend, because this is taking us a lot of time, right? I don't work Instagram this long each day, just so you guys know. Some people do. But, we're all busy people, right? So I don't want you guys to be in your phones all day long. So this actually will automatically it kind of randomly likes my followers' posts.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so it draws attention and back to your profile. So that's another training. I actually have one up already on it on my YouTube where we worked with it. So you can kind of search for that or just message me if you want it. And I'll send you that. So I'm going to have you guys pause right there. Just so for the sake of time, I don't want to keep you on here all day. So we talked about loving on your current followers things. And then the next thing is actually being proactive in messaging people, right? So I'm going to go back to my profile. I already have 4 likes on here. Oh God, I have more than that. I'm not going to do this one since I just posted that. I don't want to be like, hey, thanks for the love on my post. Like I just posted it. But this one I did earlier this morning and this one I did last night, I will. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click just where it says 19 others. It'll show me everyone who's liked it. I just want you guys to see what I do. Gabriella Baldwin, she has liked it. So I'm going to look at her profile. I'm going to send some love back, which I already did this morning. And then I'm going to, she's in Brazil. I'm just going to send her a message and say, Hi, Gabriella. Do you still live in Brazil? She doesn't answer me back. She probably doesn't speak English. And then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to see who else liked it. This dude, he's a sports coach. But he lives in Mexico. We're not open in Mexico. Darn it. These ones that I'm skipping over, I've already been in the process of talking to. I just know out of my memory. So that's why. This lady, let me see. Happy Friday. If ever you're not sure if you've messaged them before, you just send them something generic first and it'll show you the previous messages. Oh, apparently I have not messaged her before. What? Okay. So Suzette is her name, mom of player 9. I'm going to say Suzette. I'm looking for her. Okay, that was really fast. Sorry, hold on. Cancel. All right, so I'm gonna hit this arrow. I'm gonna send it to her, so I need to search for her handle name. Suzette. There she is, this first one. I'm gonna click on her and then write my message. I wanted to thank you for always showing love on our stuff. It may or may not be for you, but would it be okay if I sent you some info on making a little extra money from home? It's been such a blessing for us. Send. Now this again is a numbers game. I'm gonna message 100 people. 50 are gonna respond. 25 might say yes. 10 of them might follow through, okay? The rest of these I've already talked to, so I'm gonna go to the next one. Actually, Madi. Oh, Madi I have not talked to. So I'm gonna say, hi, Madi. I want to keep messages personal to people. I don't want to copy and paste everything. Having a fabulous Friday. See, I haven't messaged her before. No messages coming up before that. So now I'm going to go back, hit my little arrow, send a message to her, Madi. If I can find her. Yeah, that's her. I saw you had liked this and was wondering if I could send. Now I'm going to put emojis because I don't want them to not send my message to her because it's the similar message to the other from the other lady.
Oh, okay.
Send you some info on making some extra money from home and on. I love the Google keyboard because I can search emojis. Social media like we do. I absolutely love it. Oops. And don't ever think that you guys have to sit down and do like, oh my gosh, I have to take 2 hours to work my Instagram. I will take like a lunch break at work, and I'll take 15 minutes for eating and 15 minutes for like, oh, I posted something earlier today. Let me spend 15 minutes messaging people. And then, oh, my kids, they're finally down for the night. Let me spend 20 minutes following people and things like that. So I'll just break it up into the day. Now, immediately when someone responds to me, I'll get a message back from them, right? So let's say, this girl's like, yeah, send me the info. I'd be curious to look into it. I'm going to click the info button here. Click on her, and I'm going to click these 3 dots, copy her profile URL, and add it to my potentials list, which I keep in my phone. So I'm going to put her, you see all these right here? These Instagram. So these are people that have said yes at one point, and all I have to do is click on their name. It opens up my Instagram right to their account. I can make sure I'm loving on their stuff. Dang, girl. I'll have to send you some samples of ours to try. And then I can also, let me click back on her. I can also message her right from there too by clicking these 3 dots, send message. So we've been talking a lot. And that's pretty much it, guys. I know that was a lot of info. Oh my gosh. You're gonna get, it's gonna take time if you have no followers right now to build up that following. And it's gonna take time for you to kind of just become used to playing with the buttons. But once you have it, you'll be so quick with it. And I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but I do, if you have questions, please reach out to me. If you are ready to like, hey, Melissa, can we just like for 30 or 60 minutes sometime this weekend, can we like do like a power session where we're like messaging people and following people? We can do that too. So yeah. Okay, what questions do you guys have? Any questions? Did it make sense? Ish. Did it kind of make sense? I'm gonna mute you guys.
I think I'm gonna but it makes sense.
You think what?
I have to poke around a lot with it.
Yes, so play with buttons. Just start playing with buttons. And if you screw up, then just delete the post or whatever. Like you can't kill yourself on Instagram. So I do like to sometimes tag the location when I'm personally doing a post, because I can then, let me show you that. I didn't show you that. Sorry, last thing. Remember how I tagged Port of Miami in that picture? So I'm going to go back to that picture. You see where it says Port of Miami? I can now click on that where it says that, and other people that tagged Port of Miami. So now I can go, oh my gosh, I was just there. I hope you have a good time. And follow them. And we have something alike. So if me and my husband go out for date night, we take a picture, I post the selfie or whatever I tag the location. And then that next day I start looking for people that also tagged the location. I go, oh my gosh, we had a good time. We had date night there last night. Or, I have a reason to talk to them and a reason to follow them. So it's like that one. Have fun. Look at them. Follow. Send love. Boom. Got a follower, So Then last but not least, I'll go back into my followers app. This is how you unfollow. I'll look at who's unfollowed me and I'll unfollow them back. You can't take this personally. If someone blocks you or unfollows you, like the first few times I was like, oh, like, what did they do? And now I'm just like, okay, just, it is what it is. Yeah, so new people followed me. Sarah, I'm going to look at hers and I'll follow her back. And I'm going to go into they are not following me. You scroll all the way to the bottom, and these are the ones that haven't followed you back in a while. So then I just hit unfollow, 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 unfollow. And you want to only do about 40 to 50 an hour. I mean, I don't need to do a bunch right now, but that's how you play with that.
And if they've unfollowed you, like you have 0 right now.
Yeah, nobody's unfollowed me right now.
If they did, then you can click into it and then
Just hit
them.
unfollow. Yep.
Okay.
And if they blocked me, I can go into that and block them. Because I don't want someone to be able to see my stuff and I can't see theirs.
Right.
Like that's kind of like, that's again another shady.
Okay.
So, yep.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Because I have a bunch of I'm following a bunch of people, yeah, and I think I've seen my followers go up and down, so I know people will follow me back to get me to follow them, and
right.
then they unfollow
a lot of people do that. Now, if you don't pay for that additional upgrade, you have to go like this. Are not following me back. You have to click in. It doesn't let you click right there to unfollow. You have to say open in Instagram for each and every one.
Oh,
So that's why I was like, it's worth $1 to be like.
yeah.
So this girl I just followed. On the product ones, I'll say something like I've got 21 people that's like this, and I'll say something like, hey Angela, after I make sure, thank you so much for the love. Would you or anyone be interested in some information on being a product model? Something like that.
Okay.
And then see what they say. This girl is actually signing up as a DT next week, so I don't want to message her, but now you guys know. Cool.
Awesome.
Oh, so much info. I know. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't overwhelm you guys. If you have questions or you need me to work privately with you, just let me know. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.